Now, CBS 46 Pinpoint Weather, certified Atlanta's most accurate forecast.
I'm going to break it all down for you right now, so pay attention. Hurricane Dorian, sustained winds of 85 miles per hour, is now to the north of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is now seeing conditions wind down, calm down. This storm will remain at sea through the coming days, really until it makes landfall in Florida, and that will be on Monday. It is forecasted to make landfall as a major hurricane. It would be the first hurricane to make landfall on the east coast of Florida. That is a significant hurricane since 2004. So it's been quite a while since the area has seen such a strong hurricane. There is a very high uncertainty with where the hurricane will head thereafter. Will it cross into the Gulf? Will it turn north? I'm going to show you both of those coming up and what that would mean for us here. But the biggest impacts will be across Florida and South Georgia through the end of the weekend and into next week. It is dry right now, guys. Cold front passed through this morning. You saw the clouds break up. We were left with lots of sunshine, and that's the story right now. Clear skies will give way to cooler conditions overnight. It'll be about 5 degrees cooler when you head out the door, with temperatures in the mid 60s. So mild on your way into work tomorrow. The mountains may even be jacket weather, 58 degrees in Blairsville. We will end the day tomorrow with warm conditions near 90, but we're holding under low humidity. It will be very dry, not a cloud in the sky, so it's going to feel good outside even though the warmth returns. I'm going with a high of 89 degrees. We get that right. Our donation is up to $750 on the month to Alpha Team Canine Search and Rescue. For the next couple of days, that dry air is going to be in place. That's going to keep things feeling very comfortable outside all the way through Saturday. Saturday is when we see the humidity return. But guys, if you are planning on staying here in North Georgia through Labor Day weekend, it is going to be gorgeous. We will not see any impacts from Dorian. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, and isolated showers are likely. Here's the look at the track of Dorian right now. Major hurricane tracks north of the Bahamas, makes landfall central Florida sometime Monday morning. So if you're headed to the coast of Georgia or South Carolina, you're going to be okay on Saturday. You're going to be okay on Sunday. I would head home Sunday night as the storm starts to move in. You could see some of the outer bands of rain, but really the major impacts through the end of Labor Day weekend will be down in Florida. Now there are two solutions to what could happen with this system. This is the American model, GFS. It has it making landfall around Daytona Beach Monday morning, then tracking up through Jacksonville and up into Georgia. This would be a scenario where we would see the storm very weak. It would be maybe a tropical storm, maybe just rain by the time it reached Georgia middle of next week. The worst case scenario is the European model. Makes landfall much further south near Fort Lauderdale. It then tracks the storm into the Gulf of Mexico. So the Gulf of Mexico is now in play for potential impact in the middle part of next week. And when this happens, if this were to verify, if this were to occur, this storm would rapidly intensify because of the very warm waters in the Gulf. Remember Hurricane Michael last year, how it gained so much strength so quickly, so close to land? That could happen with this storm because that's the time of year that we're in. And this storm, this model has it tracking up to the north, making landfall once again as a major hurricane in the Florida Peninsula. So still so much uncertainty with the final path of this storm. What I can tell you is that our rain chances here locally are going to increase Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week because the potential, if either one of those potential tracks is to verify, we could see rain in the middle part of next week. So once again, still a lot of uncertainty with this storm. We will be dry here through Labor Day weekend. Nothing to worry about here locally. Florida is bracing for impact of a major hurricane. First time the area has seen a hurricane in 15 years of this strength. So definitely something we're going to have to watch continue to evolve. These systems are always changing, and we will have all hands on deck. We're also planning on going and bringing you live coverage of the storm next week.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned it, September 11th, the peak for hurricane season. So we're really just on the front end of what could be a very busy, active season potentially.
Absolutely. It only takes one storm to cause a lot of devastation.
All right.
And I want to actually ask you really quickly, so with this storm just being so unpredictable, what should people be doing right now? Just watching closely, sitting, not making any major moves?
Yeah, I don't think that you should change your plans whatsoever, especially if you're headed down to the Florida Gulf Coast. You'll be fine through the end of the weekend. The Georgia coast should be okay on Saturday and Sunday. It's something that you'll have to keep tabs on. Don't cancel your plans yet. Wait to see how the system evolves before canceling your plans. If you are headed down to South or Central Florida, that's where you need to be concerned. I'm expecting a lot of plane flight cancellations, maybe even evacuations on Sunday and Monday for Central and South Florida.
Latest update just came out at 11, another one at 5 a.m. So stick with us early morning as well for what we know and the latest conditions.
We got your back.
Ella, thank you.
Well,